to
What's your opinion on college and everything?
Oh man, well, it's like everything is clear 2020 in hindsight, you know. Um, so I'm just a classic case of someone who's not using their major at all.
Okay.
I was a biochemistry major uh, because coming out of high school, I had to pick a major, and that was something that interested me, you know, at the time. But I actually didn't realize that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and not have a job
Yeah.
until 1 to 2 years after college, when I realized, I'm never going to get rich as an employee. I want to be rich. You know, I've always been ambitious as a kid, but I never like put two and two together that like you got to have your own business if you wanna get rich and you know play the game, so to speak. So looking back, I'm just like my whole e-commerce career got started from a $600 course that I bought in 2013. So I just look back at that and I'm just like, oh. So you can probably guess my opinion about
Yeah.
college.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens to so many people. Like almost like not everyone, but a lot, like a large who I talk with and ask what they're doing now as a career and what they graduated with. Like it's almost never, I feel like it's 50-50 almost. Like most people
Yeah.
just end up doing what they love and the career that they did didn't necessarily help them. But I think the benefits, if you do go to a well-known college, like an established college, you do make a lot of connections. I think that's where the value in college comes from.
Mm,
But that being said, you can definitely probably make those same connections if you really put effort to meet people. So, and not
yeah.
maybe go into debt, 200K.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I have several YouTube videos about the college subject, and I have a blog article called College Alternatives, because obviously I think about this a lot, um, and the experience is something that's hard to put a dollar amount on, and the networking being a part of that. And yeah, just like you said, like there's always a way to hack college and to get some of the value out of it, um, that you would get going to college, but not. Like for example, I had a friend who did this. He lived on campus, but he wasn't actually going to college. You know, so like that's how you can hack,
mhm,
you know, the party experience.
yeah,
It's probably similar thing with the networking. You can just live near campus and you know, go to all the events. Um, But anyway, yeah, I have plenty of. There's plenty of ways to you know hack the system. My whole life is basically you know a life hack. You know, living in Southeast Asia for half the cost and working from anywhere. You know,
how does that
you know.
work? So like with income tax and also just like sales tax in general, like how does all that work?
Everything as if I was still in the States. So my
Okay,
business has nothing to do with where I'm traveling or where I'm living. I'm literally just on vacation.
okay,
Um, just traveling, just slow travel, they call it. So our business is registered in the States, so everything's the exact same as if we were in the States.
okay. That's pretty cool. So your actual official place of residence is the US, but you're 6 months out of the
Yep,
year in Thailand.
yep, yep. More like 11 to 12 months, uh,
Okay.
10 to 11 months abroad. Um, but yeah, this is when we first took a trip to Thailand, like in 2013, because my business partner and best friend Parker, he did a semester abroad actually in Thailand. And then me and Danny's brother and another friend came out to visit Leroy, who Eli is one of his managers. Um, we came out to visit Parker for a couple weeks, and like we're like, hey, let's like that was awesome, but that was too short. Let's like get a job abroad for a year. So we looked into like teaching English or working at one of these resorts or something like that. Let's just live abroad for a year, you know, get that travel experience. And then we started watching YouTube videos about like living in Thailand, working in Thailand, and then we found this one guy's YouTube channel, and he's talking about drop shipping. He's working online, living in Chiang Mai most of the year, and we're like, oh shit, let's do that.
Yeah.
Sounds way better than
Okay.
having a job, live on your own terms, et cetera, et cetera. So that guy ended up putting on a conference in Thailand, October 2014, and we were like, fuck yeah, let's go to that. We went to it, started selling on Amazon because another kid was there doing the same thing, and yeah, basically never went back. Just been staying out here most of the year ever since.